Have you noticed this? The more your life works, the more your body acts like something is about to go wrong. You fall asleep exhausted and wake up at 3 in the morning, alert, not afraid of losing anything specific, just certain that something is coming. If this feels familiar, there's nothing wrong with you. It's a pattern so old, it was named more than 2,000 years ago. And once you see what it was really describing, your anxiety finally makes sense. You got the promotion, still anxious. You hit the goal, already worried about the next one. You have more than your parents ever had. You can't sleep. You've tried the apps, the breathing exercises, the therapy, the vacations. For a moment it works. Then you wake up at 3 in the morning, and there it is, waiting, that feeling, like something is about to go wrong. Like the ground beneath you isn't solid. Like no matter how much you build, it could all disappear. And here's what makes it worse. You're not fragile. You're not weak. You've accomplished things most people only dream about. So you ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. Something was named over 2,000 years ago, and it explains everything. Syracuse, 400 BC, there was a king named Dionysius. He had everything a man could want: power, wealth, pleasure, an empire at his feet. But Dionysius had a secret. He was so paranoid that he slept surrounded by a moat. He trusted only his daughters to shave his beard with a razor. He had made too many enemies, and he knew any day could be his last. Among his court was a man named Damocles, a professional flatterer. His job was to praise the king. One day, Damocles made a mistake. "You have everything," he said. "What a life you must live." Dionysius smiled and said, "Would you like to trade places for one day?" Damocles couldn't believe his luck. They seated him on a golden couch. Servants brought the finest food. Musicians played. Perfumes burned. For one moment, he had everything he ever wanted. Then he looked up. A sword, razor sharp, hanging by a single strand of horsehair, directly over his head. He couldn't eat. He couldn't drink. He couldn't move. The banquet was full, and he was starving. He begged to return to his old life. The philosopher Cicero later wrote, "There can be no happiness for one who lives under constant apprehensions." That was 2,400 years ago. And you are Damocles. The sword is your anxiety. The horsehair is your sense that everything could collapse at any moment. And the banquet you can't enjoy is your life. But here's what the Greeks never figured out. They knew the sword was there. They never learned how to stop looking at it. For that, we need a dead man from China. Let me ask you something strange. Have you ever tried to run from your own shadow? A man once did. It killed him. In ancient China, the philosopher Zhuangzi tells of a man terrified of two things: his shadow and his footprints. Every time he looked down, there they were, following him. So he ran, but the faster he ran, the more footprints he left behind. And the shadow never left his side. He ran faster and faster, until he couldn't breathe. He ran until his heart gave out, and he died. And here's the tragedy. All he had to do was step into the shade of a tree. The shadow would have vanished. The footprints would have stopped. He didn't need to run faster. He needed to stop running. You know this pattern. You distract yourself. The thoughts come back louder. You stay busy. The anxiety waits for you at 3 in the morning. You plan for every scenario. New scenarios appear. You try to outrun your mind. Your mind always wins. The shadow isn't chasing you. It's attached to you. And every strategy you use to escape it, the busyness, the scrolling, the planning, the numbing, those are just more footprints. The cure isn't running faster. It's stepping into the shade. Not stopping your life. Stopping the war with yourself. The shadow doesn't disappear because you defeat it. It disappears when you stop needing it to. If you're recognizing yourself in these patterns, subscribe. I share insights like this every week, the kind most people won't tell you. Now here's what took me 40 years to understand. The sword and the shadow are the same thing. Damocles looked up, waiting for disaster. The man looked down, running from himself. Different directions, same prison. One is anxiety about the future, the other is anxiety about the present. Both are fed by the same lie, that you can control what happens next. that you can escape what's happening now. You can't, and that's not a tragedy. That's the exit. The Greeks had a word for what comes after: ataraxia, a state of untroubled calm. The Chinese had their own word: wu wei, effortless action, not forcing, not fighting, like water, yielding to everything and carving through stone. I call it something simpler: sitting down at the banquet and eating. The sword doesn't fall when you stop watching. The shadow doesn't attack when you stop running. They don't lose power because you defeated them. They lose power because you stop needing to. This won't cure your anxiety overnight, but it will show you something important. You've been fighting the wrong war. The sword is still there. It always will be. Life is uncertain. The thread is thin. That part is true. But the sword rarely falls, almost never. What falls every single day is the life you miss while watching it. Damocles begged to leave the throne. He wanted his simple life back. He already had everything he needed. He just couldn't see it because he was too busy looking up.